In the world of Marvel Comics, power is not always decided by who commands the largest army or wields the most advanced weapons. Sometimes, power is defined by something far more dangerous: inevitability. This battle places two fundamentally different concepts against each other. On one side stand the Sentinels, towering machines engineered to hunt, contain, and erase mutants from existence. They represent humanity's fear of the unknown, its faith in logic, and its dependence on technology as a solution to perceived threats. On the other side stands Juggernaut, a being driven not by logic, fear, or strategy, but by raw supernatural momentum. Cain Marko is not a mutant, not a soldier, and not a machine. He is the living avatar of Cyttorak's power, a force that transforms forward motion into an unbreakable law of reality. This is not a simple contest of strength. It is a test of whether adaptive technology can overcome something that was never meant to be stopped. The Sentinels, adaptive mutant hunting machines. The Sentinels were created with a single purpose: to neutralize mutants. From their earliest mechanical designs to advanced future variants like Nimrod, Sentinels evolve through combat. They analyze opponents, adapt strategies, and recalibrate their weapons in real time. Against most mutants, this makes them terrifyingly effective. They can copy energy signatures, counter known abilities, and overwhelm targets through sheer numbers and coordination. In timelines such as Days of Future Past, Sentinels come dangerously close to erasing the mutant race entirely. However, their greatest strength is also their greatest weakness. Sentinels are optimized to fight genetic anomalies. Their scanners, countermeasures, and combat logic are all built around mutant DNA and mutant-based powers. When confronted with entities outside that framework, their adaptability begins to fail. Technology can adapt to patterns, but it struggles when faced with forces that defy science itself. Juggernaut, the power of Cyttorak, explained. Juggernaut is often mistaken for just another super-strong villain. In truth, his power has nothing to do with biology, training, or technology. It originates from magic on a cosmic scale. The crimson gem of Cyttorak transformed Cain Marko into the embodiment of unstoppable force. When Juggernaut moves forward, he is not merely charging. He is enforcing a rule of existence. Physical barriers lose relevance. Energy shields collapse. Gravity, pressure, and resistance cease to function as limiting factors. His durability is not armor, but a constantly reinforced mystical force field. His stamina is not high. It is effectively limitless. Most importantly, Juggernaut does not need to defeat his opponents through tactics or domination. He simply continues forward. Over time, everything in his path fails. Against beings like the Hulk, Thor, and Colossus, Juggernaut has repeatedly proven that raw strength alone cannot stop him once his momentum is established. When Sentinels face a non-mutant threat, this is where the matchup becomes fundamentally unbalanced. Juggernaut is not a mutant. Sentinel scanners do not recognize him as their intended target, immediately placing them at a tactical disadvantage. Their threat assessment systems are designed to categorize genetic anomalies, energy mutations, and evolutionary deviations. Juggernaut fits none of these parameters. His power source is extra-dimensional magic, not radiation, mutation, or technology. It originates from Cyttorak, a being whose influence exists far outside the scientific models Sentinels rely on to adapt and counter enemies. When Sentinels attempt physical restraint, they fail because Juggernaut's movement is not governed by conventional physics. Gravitational anchors, kinetic dampeners, and mechanical restraints become meaningless once his momentum is established. When they escalate firepower, Juggernaut walks through it. Energy beams, concussive blasts, and explosive force can slow him momentarily, but they cannot stop him. Adaptation only works when there is a weakness to analyze or a pattern to exploit. Juggernaut does not change tactics, reveal vulnerabilities, or evolve in response to opposition. He advances in a straight line, enforcing motion as an absolute condition of reality. Even advanced Sentinels like Nimrod may be able to slow him, redirect him, or temporarily contain him through overwhelming coordination and sustained effort. But slowing Juggernaut is not defeating him. Containment is not victory. It demands constant energy output, flawless synchronization, and uninterrupted focus. The moment concentration breaks, systems overload, or command logic falters, Juggernaut resumes motion. Technology can delay him, but it cannot neutralize him permanently. In prolonged engagements, Sentinels expend energy, resources, tactical units, and processing capacity. Juggernaut expends nothing. He does not tire. He does not weaken. Time favors him completely. Final verdict: who is more powerful and who would win? When comparing pure power, Juggernaut stands above the Sentinels. Power in this matchup is not defined by versatility, intelligence, or adaptability. It is defined by inevitability. The Sentinels are formidable within their intended role, but that role has limits. They are machines built to solve a specific problem. Juggernaut is not a problem that can be solved. He is a condition that must be endured. His power does not rely on strategy, energy management, or tactical superiority. It relies on an absolute rule enforced by magic. Forward motion cannot be denied. In a one-on-one fight, Juggernaut wins decisively, not through speed or skill, but through certainty. Against small Sentinel groups, the outcome does not change, because numbers become meaningless when resistance itself loses relevance. Even against massive Sentinel forces, including advanced models and fully coordinated armies, the best result they can achieve is temporary containment, not true victory. Containment requires endless resources and perfect execution. Juggernaut requires neither. He only requires time. Over time, the unstoppable force lives up to its name. Systems fail. Resources deplete. Command structures collapse. Adaptation reaches its limit. Technology breaks. Magic endures. When the battle extends beyond moments and into inevitability, only one side remains standing. Final result: Juggernaut is more powerful, and Juggernaut would win. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.